Game 2, Prattville Lions baseball of the night. Ready to get started here. First batter stepping up to the plate. And Zach Irby will go on the mound for your Lions here in Game 2. First pitch in there for a strike to the leadoff hitter, Taylor Fields. Second pitch lands right around the knees, strike 2. So Zach Irby getting, I believe this is his 4th start of the season. Done very well on the mound for the Lions so far this season. Junior transfer in. Let's work around the diamond real quick while there's a discussion on the mound. Again, junior Zach Irby getting the start tonight. Junior Jacob Heath getting the start behind the plate here in Game 2. You've got junior Landon Summerall at first. You got senior Tanner Vance at second. You have junior Ashton Cannon at short and senior Drew Jolly at third base. That pitch misses away. Count will go 1-2. We'll work around the outfield here in just a second. Irby working from the windup, 1-2 count. And Fields reaches out and fouls that off out of play. Just really, I think, trying to get rid of that pitch. Try to find him a fastball. So working around the outfield, left field's going to be senior Jacob Hillier. Center field is Clayton Smith here in Game 2. And then right field is going to be junior Andrew Hicks. So a very different look defensively here for Game 2 than Game 1. And Irby throws a fastball by Fields to record the first out of the game. That's going to send shortstop Brandon Jones to the plate for the Bulldogs. So Zach Irby going to work after striking out the leadoff hitter. First pitch is fouled out of play down the right-hand side. Second pitch on the way, swung through late. Jones was well behind that one and finds himself quickly 0-2. Line 2-strike hit to put a runner on for Opelika.
Number 8, Jake Smith.
That's going to send 3-hole designated hitter Jake Smith to the plate, batting from the right side. Pitch on the way, nice fastball there. Quite a bit of arm side run by Irby. Started that one on the center inner third of the plate, and it ran in on the hands. Got a swing from Smith. So Irby working ahead again. Irby's got a nice move over there to first. Again, when he picks, that throwing motion is deceptive. The ball just pops and really jumps on you. It does it when he pitches and also even on those pickoffs. It's deceptively quick. Inside fastball there, lands for a strike. So once again, Irby ahead, 0-2 here on the designated hitter, Smith. Working from the stretch, Irby, another pick over. Summerall scoops that one there right at the dirt and the waist of the base runner. He slides in there safe, and he'll reset his lead. Irby to the plate. Ground ball right at the shortstop. Ashton Cannon flips it over to second, and double play, 6-4-3 there. Cannon, Vance to Summerall, gets the Lions out of the inning. So 3 up, and we retired the first 3 hitters. 0-0 score. We'll head to the bottom of the first. This inning being brought to you by Prattville Lions sponsor Holly Dental. Come for the dentistry. Stay for the experience. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first here in just a minute.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change, and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change, and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
The folks at Jones Drug are proud to say they're a locally owned and a family-owned pharmacy, and no one cares for you more than your neighbors at Jones Drug. Buying local from Jones Drug means your money stays in your community, making local organizations even stronger.
Hey folks, this is James Jones, owner and pharmacist of Jones Drugs in Prattville, Millbrook, Greenville, Montgomery. Since 1996, the Jones family has been proud to serve the area and has always taken pride in service to our customers. Come let us show you how we can be your health partner and not just a pill store.
Number 1. I bought for 16 passenger. This a G5. No, this not a Challenger. Big one. I keep some members with me in the
Bottom of the first inning, Lions will send Vance, Smith, and Jolly to the plate here in this inning. And Tanner Fields, a righty, on the mound for the Bulldogs. He's listed on their scorecard as second base, but he's actually on the mound here. So he'll work from the right side, starting from the windup with no runners on. First pitch on the way, swung on by Vance. That one gets through for a single out into left field as Vance turns around a fastball and gets the line started here in the bottom of the first. Vance wasted no time, saw an inside fastball that he liked, turned on that one and hit a single out through the infield there. And that's going to bring Clayton Smith getting the start in center in this game. Caught game
Number
one.
18.
Batting in the two spot here again. Defensively in center. So that's going to put Fields into the stretch with that runner on. Vance with a pretty tight lead over there on first. Another fastball hammered by Smith. Center fielder's on the run. That ball's going to get down for at least a double. Vance is going to round third and head home. Stand-up double for Clayton Smith. That's how you start a ball game right there. Lions go up 1-0 on 2 one-pitch hits.
Number 7, Drew Jolly.
So Lions wasted no time attacking fastballs by Taylor Fields. A single and a double. And the Lions lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first, and senior Drew Jolly will step up to the plate. See if Fields continues to work with a fastball. Fields seems to be working in, trying to get that early strike with an inside fastball, and Lions hitters have jumped on it, and he's going to start Jolly off with a breaking ball. Misses away.
All right, I believe I got all our media outlets up and running now. It's kind of hard to get everything set up, get a bite to eat, and go to the bathroom
That's right.
all in the break, and then get back on the air. So I think we're up and running on everything, so you can check us out on YouTube if you want to.
The clock seems to run fast in between games. That pitch gets away from the catcher, and Smith will advance over to third with a pop-up slide. But, yeah, again, you got a lot of ways you can join us here tonight. NFHS Network, you got YouTube, you got the audio on Prattville Alive, and if you're here in the stadium, you can catch us on 103.1 tonight as well. So a lot of ways to watch Lions baseball here. Second pitch, fastball down around the knees, catches just enough of the plate. Pushes the count 2-1 to Jolly. So runner at third, no outs. Back-to-back hits by the Lions to start this game off. Taylor Fields on the mound, comes to the plate. Tough call right there. That was a cutter. That pitch started off the plate, and, of course, it's going to run a little more. Called a strike. That'll even the count at 2s to Jolly. Fields comes set, see if he goes right back to that pitch. He tried to. Tried to get a little too much on that one. Kind of yanked it, and that'll push the count to full for the senior. Corners playing even with the bags. And Fields comes set. Continuing from the stretch with that runner at third. He comes to the plate. Misses up and away. Ball 4. So the first 3 Lions
Number 20.
hitters reach base.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
So a little different start here to this game. Obviously it's early, but the Lions jumping on the Bulldogs here. A little totally opposite of what happened in game one. See if the Lions can keep it going. Designated hitter in this game, Aiden Markwell, Jr., steps up to bat from the right-hand side for the Lions. Pick over there. Jolly gets back safe. Markwell batting .286 on the season. Got a .929 OPS, so been solid at the plate in his plate appearances thus far this season. Fields, fastball upstairs, left up there. Push the count to 2-0. Coach Hall would like to get Jolly over there to second base, take the double play out if they can do that. And a pick. Obviously the Bulldogs want to keep Jolly right there, so they're working on the legs here as they pick over for the second time. One time to the plate and 2 picks over there to first base. So the chess match continues here. Jolly's gone. Great jump. And that pitch is going to get away from the catcher. And a stolen base. So the double play now, out of order. Advantage Lions. Runners on second and third with 1 away. No away, none out. Check that. And junior Aiden Markwell in a 2-0 count at the plate. Fields comes set. Fastball. Looks like that one missed. It was up around the letters. Looks like the strike zone might be a little lower tonight, or here in game 2, rather. 3-0 count now to Markwell. Bulldogs catcher bounces to the outside of the plate, but Fields works back inside as that pitch had some arm side run. Markwell thought it was a ball, started to take his base. Called strike by the plate umpire, and that pushes the count to 3-1. So a hitter's count now for the big junior, Aiden Markwell. Fields comes set, hands right down around the waist to the plate. Fastball, similar spot. Fields tried to go right back to that same pitch. That one was just about a ball and a half up from the last one, and that's ball 4. First 4 Lions runners now have reached. Bases are loaded, and junior Zach Irby, who getting the start on the mound here in game 2, comes to the plate. Catcher moves to the outside of the plate. Fields comes set. Pitch is on its way. That one missed away. Catcher for the Bulldogs did a nice job moving over there and keeping that one in front of him. He picked it, lived a little dangerously there, didn't block. He picked it, kind of like what a middle infielder would do. But he made the pick and kept the Lions runners where they are. Pitch on its way. Belt high, outside fastball, lands for a strike, evens the count at once. Breeze is blowing here a little bit here. Now with the sun down, you can feel the temperature definitely has come down. Weatherman says temperatures in the upper 40s, at least by the end of this game, so a little different scenarios. The temperature will change about 15 degrees here between game 1 and game 2. Irby swings on one and absolutely hammers it. Foul, and it is right over at the Lions dugout, and in unison, everyone in that dugout dropped to the ground. So thankfully nobody was hit over there. In hindsight, it was a little bit entertaining to watch as all of them dropped to the ground. It bounced off the top of the dugout, but that ball was smoked over there. Irby, kind of an uncommitted swing there on that pitch, though. Strike 3.
Landon Sumrall.
On the face of my city, co-signed by Diddy.
So that's 1 out, first out of the inning. That'll bring junior Landon Summerall to the plate. Bases loaded. Lions really need to take advantage here, plate some of these runs. Big opportunity here early in the game. Fields, and that ball's hit hard by Summerall out into center. It's going to score at least 1 as it's caught, and we got a tag. Smith's on his way, and he crosses the plate. Lions go up 2-0 on the sac fly by Summerall. So the junior does a job Bangs one out there into center and plates another run. That's going to bring junior Andrew Hicks, gets a start in right field in game 2, to the plate for the Lions.
21, Andrew Hicks.
Hicks comes in this game batting .273 on the season and a .329 on base. Fields continues from the stretch, takes one look back at second, backdoors a two-seam fastball for a strike. He started that one off the plate and had enough arm side run to work its way back over the backside of the plate. Nice pitch there by Fields. Puts Hicks 0-1. Hicks doesn't, or check that, Fields does not work with a super quick tempo. Tends to take his time in between pitches. Misses there, away. Evens the count at 1. Seventh hitter to come to the plate here in the bottom of the first for the Lions. And Fields to the plate. Right down around the knees, gets a called strike there. Puts Hicks 1-2. Two outs. But the Lions have plated 2 so far. Hicks finds himself in a 1-2 count. So Fields steps off of the rubber, signaling to his catcher, let's hurry up and get the signals in. And those obviously are coming from the coach over there in the dugout. So maybe Fields wants to work a little bit quicker than he is. Multiple looks back there at second. Hicks takes a big swing at that one. Swings through it, strike 3. So Fields works himself out of that one, but not before the Lions plate 2 runs here in the bottom of the first. Lions lead 2-0. This inning being brought to you by Holly Dental Group. Come for the dentistry, stay for the experience. We'll be right back with the second inning of more Lions baseball here in a minute.
It's a long pass down the amazing aisles at Prattville Pickers. It's a great catch, showing thousands of incredible treasures. It's the biggest lineup of rustic wood furniture at the Depot Furniture Gallery. It's the national champion of antiques, collectibles, treasures. The Depot Furniture Gallery at Prattville Pickers. A winning combination for home, lifestyle, and recreation. Don't let the game clock run out before you make the winning catch at Prattville Pickers. Highway 82 West. Shop PrattvillePickers.com and Facebook.
It's a fantastic time to buy a zero-turn mower from Prattville Outdoors. All Gravely, Toro, and Aaron's zero-turn mowers are on sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. Buy now with no money down, no interest for 48 months, and payments start at only $66 per month. Add an Echo trimmer and blower, and payments are only $74 per month. Prattville Outdoors has the parts and service department to back up every sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com or see them at 118 Highway 82 West.
Zach Irby continuing on the mound for the Lions. Did a nice job there in the top of the first. First pitch is on its way. Bunt attempt is fouled off. Irby's going to face 4, 5, and 6 in the order here in the top of the second for the Bulldogs. The first of those is Davis Ford, getting started right here in game 2. Finds himself down 0-1. Pitch is on its way. He turns around a fastball right at center fielder Clayton Smith. I say right at him. He worked to his right towards the right center gap out there by the red monster sign and makes the play on the run over his left shoulder. So Irby now continuing pretty efficient work here. This has been characteristic of his starts so far for the Lions this season. And now he will face Bryce Speakman. Started in center field both games for the Bulldogs.
Yep. Earlier I ran into Coach Eric Speakman down there, Opelika Bulldogs head football coach. I work with him with the Alabama Football Coaches Association. He was like, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm Prattville, man. What do you think I'm going to be?" So, yeah, Coach Speakman's here and checking out his making the trip over here to see his son play.
Pitch on the way. Chopper hit over to in the 4-hole. And Landon Summerall working to his right to make the play. It got through him. Vance did a very nice job covering ground, fielding that hopper at the back of the kind of the cut of the grass in the dirt in the 4-hole, and Irvy did a super nice job being aware, rolling, covering the bag, and the Lions find a 4-3 put-out. Very nice defense there by the pitcher and the right side of the infield. 2 away. And Irvy starts off Chris Floyd there, the first baseman, with a breaking ball. 0-1 count. Goes to the well again there. That one missed. Count goes to 1-1. Yeah, I believe, Milzer, that Bryce plays football as well for Eric. He's going to play college baseball for Gadsden State Community College next year. His dad has been the football coach over at Opelika for several years now. He's been the head coach. Prior to that, he was the defensive coordinator over there for several years. So that family's been over there with that program for many years now.
Yeah, he was a defensive coordinator over there with for Coach Caleb Ross when he was there before he came to Prattville.
Right. 1-2 count now as the last pitch was fouled off by Floyd down the right-hand side, and he swings on that pitch on a 1-2 count, hits a bloop over to our second baseman, Tanner Vance. Vance drop steps about 5 yards and makes the play for the F4 putout. So 3 more hitters come to the plate. 3 more hitters sat down by Irvy. So far through 1.5, this game is flipped. The Lions sent 7 to the plate in the bottom of the first, and offensively and defensively, they retired the first 6 hitters. That is the exact 180 degrees from what happened in game 1 for both teams. So we'll be right back with the Lions leading 2-0 and see if Lions can continue this trend here as they look to try to split with the Bulldogs here tonight. This inning, again, was brought to you by Prattville Lions sponsor Stivers, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Prattville, where Price sells Ram trucks. We'll be right back.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Bottom 2, Prattville Lions baseball continues, and the Lions will send their 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate this inning. Ashton Cannon, 14, Jacob Hillier, and Tanner Vance will come to the plate. Taylor Fields continuing on the mound, the righty for the Bulldogs. First pitch is on its way. Misses low. I'm guessing Fields is about 5'11", probably goes about 185. Working from the right side, and he's gone to the stretch now, even though he doesn't have any runners on. Pitch is on its way, lands for a strike. Evens the count at 1 to Ashton Cannon. Bulldogs in their red jerseys with black letters, white border. They got on gray pants, black hats with the Opelika logo and the red bill. Full Georgia Bulldogs uniforms. Big looping breaking ball there thrown by Fields.
Well,
leaves that up.
I want to give a quick shout out to a certain young man that he's got to be going to bed here pretty soon. Got us tuned in. John Carter Mills is watching us in Booth, Alabama right now.
How's it going, man? Hope you're enjoying some Prattville Lions baseball here tonight. Along with everybody else, here's the Lions looking to split. So don't stay up too late, man. I know we're keeping you entertained over here, but hit that sack when you're supposed to. Pitch on its way, swung through by Cannon. That'll even the count at 2s. check that, make that 3-2. So full count now.
See, we're just lucky we're not up against battle bots. He wouldn't be watching us right now.
Fields works inside. Cannon swings through that one. Took a big swing at that inside fastball. Strike 3. So Fields started off shaky against this Lions lineup, and since then he has struck out 3 of the last 4 hitters that he's faced. So kind of settled in here a little bit. And now he faces senior Jacob Hillier, getting the start in left field this game. That first pitch misses away. 1-0 count now to the senior. Third baseman playing even with the bag for the Bulldogs. Pitch is on its way. Hillier offers. Fouls that one off over towards the third base side grandstand, and that'll even the count at 1s. Hillier made the most of his plate appearances so far for the Lions as well. He's had 12 on the season, batting .444 coming into this game, and got a .583 on base and a .1028 OPS. So been productive with his opportunities thus far. Finds himself in a 1-2 count now here in the bottom of the second inning, and the Lions up 2-0. Breaking ball landed for a strike. So Fields definitely settling in and finding his groove here. That's 4 out of 5 hitters that he struck out now. So after struggling to start, giving up a couple hits, walking a couple, top of the lineup, kind of hit him around a little bit, had base runners, but he works through the bottom part of the Lions order very efficiently, striking out 4 of the last 5. But that flips it back to the top. Senior Tanner Vance comes to the plate. He singled in the first. And Vance got an inside fastball in his first AB, and he turned it around for a single through the left side of the infield, and Fields not going to make that same mistake and starts him off with a breaking ball here in the first pitch of this AB, and he landed it for a strike. So 0-1 count now to Vance, and he's going to get a second breaking ball. 0-2 count. Interesting way to work a leadoff, but they got the hit on the chart. They know he turned around that fastball before, so they're going to go breaking ball. Both of them land and put Vance down 0-2. Fastball upstairs. 1-2 count, and that's really a setup pitch. I wouldn't be surprised to see another breaking ball working off that fastball up here, especially since Fields was able to land the first 2. He comes set to the plate. Drills in on the hands. Vance swings on a fastball and hits it out into right field. It gets down for a single.
It's a definite excuse me right there.
Yeah, I mean.
It couldn't have hit more than 2 or 3 inches above his hands.
Right. And interesting, I started him with breaking ball, landed both of them, set up really the next breaking ball. I'm surprised he didn't go to it. Threw a 2-seam fastball, had quite a bit of run, got in on his hands, but Vance strong enough to fight it off and flip that ball out into short right field for a hit. Nice AB there by the senior, Tanner Vance. 2 for 2 on the day now, and that's going to bring Clayton Smith to the plate. Smith doubled in his first plate appearance. That pitch gets away from the catcher, and Vance will take second base.
Yeah, it didn't get far away from him, but he lost it, and Vance was heads up and went on and took the base.
So 2 outs, runners in scoring position for the Lions. Senior Clayton Smith coming off a double in his first plate appearance. At the plate in a 1-0 count. Lions, for those of you listening to us on the radio tonight, on our Prattville Alive link, wearing their Stormtrooper white uniforms. That pitch misses up. White jerseys with white numbers and letters with a cardinal border. White pants with a cardinal stripe and the traditional cardinal caps for the Lions. 2-0 count now to Smith. Bulldogs catcher bounces the outside of the plate. Fields actually works back in. Smith hit a hard hit chopper, fielded by the third baseman as he worked to his left on a hop, took it on the second hop. And he shoots it over to first, but he pulled the first baseman off the bag. The throw is a little bit off the mark. The first baseman, Floyd, did a nice job working to the back of the bag, got his right foot on the back of the bag and stretched over to try to make that play. Nice footwork by him, but just wasn't able to keep that foot on the bag, and that puts Lions runners on the corners. And Drew Jolly will come to the plate. Jolly walked in his first plate appearance. Fields comes set. Starts Jolly off with a breaking ball. That one lands, strike one. Fields in the stretch with those runners on first and third, but he kind of got out of the windup after he struggled in the first inning. And Lions about to play to run. So Smith got a nice jump on that pitch, and Fields worked upstairs. The catcher elevated, but the ball bounced out of his mitt and went to the backstop, and Vance will score. So the Lions go up 3-0 there, and Jolly finds himself in a 1-1 count with that runner on second. See if the Lions can do some of that two-out hitting that they've been successful at in their wins and add another run here. Got a timeout. Everybody will reset. Jolly steps back in the box. Fields has already towed the rubber. He's ready to go. Couple looks back there at first, and he comes to the plate. Throws a cutter that gets away from the catcher. And Smith slides over to third. Trying to pick up the catcher's name here on this lineup sheet, and I cannot quite make it out, and I would potentially really butcher this young man's name. So we're going to go with 11 because that's the number on his jersey. And that pitch gets away from him as well, and the Lions are going to plate another run. So Fields and the catcher for the Bulldogs seem to be a little bit crossed up. We've seen several pitches get to the backstop. And this young man back here behind the plate getting a workout. And the Lions plate 2 runs on errant pitches. And Jolly's in a 3-1 count. Lions lead 4-0 with 2 away. Hitters count here to Jolly. Fields comes with a fastball upstairs. Second walk for Jolly. And
number 20,
looks like
Aiden Markwell.
Coach Zach Blatt is going to come out and talk to the righty, Taylor Fields here. And we may have a pitching change. Let's see what he does. Entire infield's on the mound. Again, Fields really struggled against the top of the order. Got to the bottom and just started working very efficiently. Struck out 4 of 5. Lions flip the lineup back to the top, and all 3 have reached so far here in the second. All 3 reached in the first as well. And they've been able to plate those runs, and the Lions lead 4-0. So the meeting breaks at the mound, and Fields will stay in the game here for the Bulldogs. He faced 7 hitters in the first inning, and the 6th hitter for the Lions comes to the plate now here in the 6th. He's up to 44 pitches so far through 1 2/3 innings. Aiden Markwell, the junior designated hitter this game, comes to the plate. He walked in the first. Fastball misses low. Jolly adds to his lead over there on first. Got a pick. Jolly gets back pretty easily. See if the Lions look to extend that lead out to the cut. Checking out Coach Hall here, and we got the sign. Steal is on. Jolly's gone. Slides into second, no problem. Big-time jump there for Jolly and gets an easy stolen base. So runner in scoring position with 2 outs. See if junior Aiden Markwell can find a way to plate another run here for the Lions with his bat. Fields working for the stretch. He comes set into the plate. Markwell, big cut. Swings through that one. Count will go to 1-2. Two outs, 1-2 count. Lions leading 4-0 here, bottom of the second inning. Timeout. Called by Markwell. Fields never comes off the rubber. He stayed in there. So he's ready to go. He comes set. Catcher moves the outside of the plate. Fields takes 3 looks back to second and misses away. Evens the count at 2s to Markwell. So Opelika came into this doubleheader tonight with a 7-6 record, ranked in the top 20 in 7A by Prep Baseball Report. The Lions came into tonight 9-5, also ranked in the top 20 according to Prep Baseball Report. And Markwell turns around a fastball on the outside of the plate, hits a sharp ground ball to Kopis over there at second base. He scoops it up, shoots it over to first for the 4-3 putout, and gets Opelika out of the inning. But not before the Lions send 6 hitters to the plate and produce 2 more runs on 1 hit and 1 walk. Lions hang up deuces in the bottom of the first and bottom of the second. They lead 4-0. This inning brought to you by Prattville Lions baseball sponsor Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Prattville, where Price sells Jeeps. We'll be right back.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Top 3. Prattville Lions baseball continues. Zach Irvy, through 2 innings, has faced 6 hitters, faced the minimum, and he'll see 7, 8, and 9 for the Bulldogs here in the third. First of those is Russell Kopis getting the start at second base in this game. He was over at third in game 1 and came in to close the game out in the 7th for the Bulldogs. He's a junior. First pitch lands for a strike. Irvy has consistently worked ahead of these hitters here in game 2. Another nice pitch lands by Irvy. And a nice job there by Jacob Heath. Let's give the catcher credit as well. That ball was right on the outside of the plate. Heath did a nice job bringing that one back in, getting the call strike 2. And Irvy with a waste pitch there in the 0-2 count. Let's see how he works off of that pitch away. Buried a breaking ball in the dirt there. So count is 1-2 to the junior Russell Kopis. Irvy working from the windup to the plate. Kopis hits a ground ball to Cannon at short. And on the hop, that one gets away from him. And Bulldogs have a runner on. So first, well, actually second runner of the night for the Bulldogs. They did have a single in the first, but Lions were able to roll a double play and clean up the bases and get out of the first. So that's still only working on 1 hit tonight for the Bulldogs. Only their second base runner in the third. Irby drills in on the hands of Kilcrease there, third, but getting a start at third base here in game 2, and he fouls that off out of play on the right-hand side. 0-1 count, runner on first. Lions leading 4-0 here in the top 3. And again, so far, a total inversion of game 1. Opelika's pitcher for for the first 3 innings. Saw the minimum number of hitters and ran through the Prattville lineup. It wasn't until the 4th that the Lions got on him a little bit. And so far this game has been a carbon copy, just inverted, as the Lions have sent 13 hitters to the plate in the first 2 innings compared to Opelika 6. And Opelika was able to do the same to the Lions in the first. So again, just flip the game over, and that's kind of what you're looking at here right now. 1-2 count. Down to the third baseman, big righty for the Bulldogs. Irby working from the stretch with that runner on first. Misses away and evens the count up at 2. Middle infield for the Lions pinch to double play depth. Jolly playing about 8 feet behind the baseline over there at third. Heath bounces the outside of the plate. That's right where Irby goes. And Kilcrease gets a piece of it, fouls it off straight back. That'll leave the count at 2s. Pick, a little bit closer that time. Kopis slides back in there safely. Irby takes one look as he comes set, low hand set, and works the outside of the plate again. Kilcrease doesn't offer, and that's going to push the count to full. Big pitch here, on the way, and Kilcrease fights off a fastball right down there on his hands, fouls it off out of play down the left-hand side. So everybody will reset. Nice pitch there by Irby. See if he stays right there here with the 3-2 count, or if he expands the plate here. Another fastball. That's hit into foul territory. Landon Summerall tracking it and can't quite make the play. Summerall ran a long way over there towards the Lions bullpen over there on the first base side and tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch and almost made the play. Summerall's done a great job over there at first base so far this season. Gotten a lot of starts over there and doing a really good job defensively for the Lions. So count's going to remain full. Pitch is on the way, on the hands again. Got a bloop ball hit right at Ashton Cannon. He makes the catch and throws behind Kopis over there at first. Kopis is going to get back in there safe. So one away with the F6 putout.
Number 3, Trent Henderson.
It's going to bring left fielder Trent Henderson to the plate for the Bulldogs as Irby picks over again at first. Multiple picks over there, working on the legs of Kopis, trying to keep him out of scoring position and keep this double play in order. Pitch on the way, hit into foul territory, and that one's going to get out of play. 0-1 count. I don't remember many hitters, and this is the 9th one that Opelika sent to the plate in this game, where Lions starter Irby has fallen behind. He is consistently working ahead of these batters. Bunt laid down about 30 feet down the baseline. It's going to stay fair. So that was bunted up in the air. Irby was working across, kind of flashed in front of the third baseman, Jolly, and by that time there was really no play. That ball was working to the left towards the foul line, so they tried to let it roll out, but the grass killed it. And that'll put runners on first and second for the Bulldogs with the infield hit. Irby comes to plate. He throws behind, and we've got a rundown. Kopis in a rundown. Jolly fields it and tags Kopis for the out. So second out is recorded. So Jacob Heath did a really nice job there. Caught Kopis with a huge lead and threw behind him down there at second. Cannon flashed across, fielded it at second base. Made the runner commit, show his numbers, threw it to Jolly. Jolly tagged him out. So now 2 away with a runner at second. And the leadoff hitter, as the order flips back to the top, Taylor Fields is at the plate. He's pitching this game for the Bulldogs. He struck out in his first plate appearance in the first. Irby to the plate. Now it's fouled off out of play down the right-hand side. And Summerall again with 100% effort, tracking that one down into the bullpen area. But that one's going to be out of play. 2-1 count now to Taylor Fields. Irby working from the stretch with that runner on second. Takes a couple looks back there and comes to the plate. Line drive. That one gets out into short left. It's going to score a run. Splits our outfielders. Jacob Hillier fields it in the gap and shoots it in, but that's going to be a double for Taylor Fields. So he helps himself out with a 2-out double to plate a run and cut the lead to 3.
Number 10, Brody Jones.
Brody Jones, the shortstop for the Bulldogs, comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in the first. That pitch looks like it missed just low and away. 1-0 count to Jones. Vance working the runner, bounces back into position. Off-speed pitch there. Missed. Count will be 2-0. Irby working on the outside third of the plate. Doesn't get a strike call there. Umpire indicates that it was up. Again, his strike zone does seem to be down somewhat because some of these pitches you'll often see called strikes here at the 7A level. In high school, his zone is just lower, and it's been consistently lower. So that pitch gets away and comes to the backstop. And Opelika is going to end up with runners on first and third there.
Number 8, Jake Smith.
So Jones bunted through that one, but it got to the backstop. So he is on. So Lions got a quick 2 outs. But the Bulldogs threatening. And already added one here in the third. Pitch on the way. Fouled off by Jake Smith, the designated hitter, out of play. Smith hit into a 6-4-3 double play in his first plate appearance in the first inning. He slides the outside of the plate. Irby with a breaking ball. Misses, counts even at once. Actually looked like a changeup. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. Heath blocks it up. Opelika's runner will advance to second, so now they got runners on second and third with 2 outs. So Irby's been cruising here. Finds himself in a little bit of trouble here with 2 away in the third. See if he can work out of a jam. Lands that pitch for a strike to even the count at 2s. Irby's going to go to the windup now with those runners on second and third. Up, he flips back into the stretch. Comes set, quick, and to the plate. Chopper back up the middle. Cannon fields it in front of the bag, shoots it over to Summerall at first base for the 6-3 putout, and the Lions work their way out of that one and only give up 1 run. So on 2 hits, Opelika scores a run. Lions lead 4-1 after 2.5, and we'll be right back after this word from our inning sponsor, Wayne's Environmental. Call Wayne's for all your pest and lawn care needs. Visit us online at callwaynes.com. Lions lead 4-1. We'll be right back.
For well over 50 years, the river region has depended on Arrow Pest Control, which has grown to be one of the largest and most respected pest control science leaders in the area. Pest control is a science that eliminates pests that invade and potentially damage your property. They use only the top-rated pest control products, including the Centricon termite colony elimination system. Arrow Pest Control was built on customer service and satisfaction, and that's still number one today. Call us 334-365-4610 and find out about mosquito control. Arrow, your best shot for pest control.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
You do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clinton Tractor.
Time in this baseball game. Irby 0 for 1 on the day, or 0 for 1 in this game. Seeing Fields for the second time, and Fields starts him with something off speed. It's like a change piece outside there. 0-1 count. Catcher for the Bulldogs sets up on the outside of the plate. Fields kind of started what looked like a two-seam fastball out there, and it kind of worked back in onto the barrel of Irby, and he was just a little bit late, but he got all of it. Hit a line drive over the first base side dugout of the Lions, and actually did that in his first AB as well. So he's just a little bit late, but he's finding barrels. Swings on that one, fouls that one off, out of play. Falls behind 0-2. So Irby looking to help himself out here. Done a great job on the mound. Another really solid start for this junior on the mound for the Lions. Hits a ground ball right at the shortstop. Tough hop. He fields it, and he pulls the first baseman off the plate, though, with a throwing error. And the Lions have a base runner.
Number 9, Landon Sumrall.
So it's a ground ball. Took multiple hops, just kind of just like skimming a rock on the pond. And shortstop did a nice job fielded it cleanly, but pulled the first baseman off the bag with an errant throw. And the Lions are in business with a leadoff base runner for the second time in this ball game. 2 of 3 innings where the Lions had a leadoff runner. And junior Landon Sumrall has really caught fire at the plate here in about the last week to 10 days. Comes to the plate. Had a sac fly in the first to produce a run for one of the 4 runs for the Lions. Fields lands an off-speed pitch for strike 0-1. So where Fields was working early in the ballgame trying to land fastballs for strikes inside and then work off of that, it seems like he's kind of gone away from that strategy and starting hitters now with a lot of off-speed stuff. Pick over there to Irby at first. Irby slides back in there, no problem. And we may have a pinch runner, actually. That may not be Zach. I'd be surprised if he's running for himself. Well, okay, Parker Dick on to run for Irby. Sometimes the pitcher will run, but because you can pinch run for them, you don't want them wasting their legs trying to get back to bags and running bases if you can. So junior Parker Dick now has come on to run for the Lions. Fields comes set to the plate. Catcher 11 blocks that one up. Count goes even at 1-1. Catcher's name may be Cherry. I may go with that. Pitch is on its way, and that one gets away from him. Goes to the backstop, and Parker Dick will advance to second base. Again, like sometimes these lineup cards are written like doctor's prescriptions, and they can be a little bit hard to read. Judson Cherry. I'm pretty sure I've decoded it. So Judson Cherry catching for the Bulldogs. 1-2 count for Landon Summerall. Fields comes set and to the plate. He bounces that one. We're going to have a play at third as he throws down. And another runner picked off at third base. That's the third base runner at the night that we've had thrown out at third base. As Parker Dick went to take that bag, we had a bang-bang play on a pitch that bounced. Cherry threw it down to third. He threw it just into the foul side of the third base bag, and the tag was swept and recorded the out. Got a ground ball to second now by Summerall. Second baseman fields it cleanly. Shoots it over to first base for the 4-3 putout.
Jack Stutter. Hello, hey no, hey no, hello, hello, hey no, hey no. Shout it low, I got flavor. Let you know that.
So on that steal there, Parker Dick really did well. It did as you're taught. You read the ball in the dirt. You just have to really read the trajectory, and you need to make sure that you get a good jump even before the ball really hits the dirt. Or if you got a catcher with an arm, then you're going to end up with some bang-bang plays or get thrown out over there. And that's kind of what we had, was just a bang-bang situation over there at third. And the Bulldogs pick off a third Lions runner on the night, trying to advance to third. So with 2 outs now, Andrew Hicks at the plate for the Lions. Second pitch of the at-bat is on its way. Misses low. Count will even up at ones. And the big junior is 0 for 1 here on the night. Finds himself even with Fields. Fields comes set. Cherry bounces the outside of the plate. Aggressive swing there, and check that. We've got Jack Studdard is now pinch hitting here for Hicks. So just saw his number there as he turned. So it's Jack Studdard now in a 1-2 count.
You saw that number?
I did. He's close. That's the only place that I can see these numbers. And Fields worked inside, had a ton of arm side run, tried to start a two-seam fastball 14, in, and it just ran more and more in, and we got a hit by batter in a 1-2 count. So mistake there by Fields puts Jack Studdard on, and the Lions have another base runner in this inning. Yeah, that's about the only place, Milzer, where we can see those numbers on these jerseys. Again, we love the uniform, so whoever the designer is, they look great. But us old people trying to read numbers from up here, you can forget about it. That pitch misses away, and count is 1-0 now to the junior Ashton Cannon. Cannon 0 for 1 on the night, getting his second look here at Taylor Fields in the third. Lions leading 4-1. Cherry goes to block that one up. It gets away from him and to the backstop. That'll push the count to 2-0. Cherry's done a lot of blocking here tonight. Fields comes set. Takes a look, couple looks back there at second. He comes to the plate. That one's picked by Cherry. Working to his right. Holds the Lions base runner at second. Pushes the count to 3-0. Pitch is on its way, lands for a strike. 3-1 count, 2 away. Junior Ashton Cannon at bat. Lions threatening with a runner at second. Pitch is on its way. Check swing there by Cannon. Ball 4.
Number 3, Jacob Hilliard.
Senior Jacob Hilliard got the start in left here in game 2. 0 for 1 here on the night. Pitcher working from the set. Couple looks back at second. From the stretch comes the plate. Lands that one for a strike. Count goes 0-1. Speaking of seeing numbers, Brody Jones has actually come on to throw for the Bulldogs, so he's moved to short. He's wearing 1-0, and Fields, who started the game, is wearing 1. So Jones has been working for the Bulldogs here in this inning. Kopis has moved over to short, and Fields went back to second. Pitch is on its way. Fly ball by Hilliard, hit just out into foul territory. Third baseman going to camp out underneath that and make the catch to retire the side. Lions don't add any in the third. They lead 4-1 after 3.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Number 2, Davis Ford.
Top 4, Prattville Lions baseball continues. Game 2, top 20 matchup in the 7A classification. According to Prep Baseball Report, first pitch bunted to Jolly over there at third. He throws a strike over there to Summerall to retire the designated hitter, Jake Smith. 1 pitch, 1 out for Irvy here in the 4th on the 5-3 putout.
Number 4, Bryce Speakman.
That's going to send. All right, that looks like I'm 1 hitter off. I'm a little bit out of sorts here. That's going to be Speakman coming to the plate. That was just Ford that laid down that bunt. Another first pitch swing. Line drive out into center field. Nice play made by Clayton Smith on the run and into the left. Makes a diving grab. So 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Number 16, Chris Floyd.
Pitch is on the way. Got first baseman Chris Floyd at the plate. So 2 away. Irby only thrown 3 pitches so far this inning. Lands that one for a strike. Oh-2 count. He slides the outside the plate, and Hilliard Irby continues in attack mode. That one's fouled off out of play over there at the Lions dugout. Two outs, 1-2 count. Pitch on the way. Check swing. And field umpire says that he went. So a quick inning. I think that was only 5 pitches there by Irby ends it with a strikeout of the 6-hole hitter for the Bulldogs. So Lions and Zach Irby cruising here into the bottom of the 4th. They lead 4-1. This inning was brought to you by Prattville Lions sponsors Ernest and Associates and Chick-fil-A. We thank you for your sponsorship of Prattville Lions baseball. We'll be right back.
Before you buy your next new vehicle, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices on pre-owned vehicles, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
I'm Brad at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. To find your next car, truck, or SUV, visit us at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
For the best prices and huge inventory, visit LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Be sure to like our Larry Puckett Chevrolet Facebook page. Who knows, you could be our next winner.
Save time and save money at LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Hey folks, this is Tammy Burkhalter at Prattville Farm Center, and did you know there's all kind of dogs that we can feed, like sleeping dog, hot dog, creek dog, swimming dog, hunting dog, shaggy dog, lap dog, window dog, riding dog, hiding dogs, puppy dog, standing dog, hat dog, cozy dog, family dog, even a dancing dog, man. So come see us at 1154 South Memorial Drive in Prattville, and we can even feed your kids.
Number 1. Tanner
Let's get it. I bought a 10 passenger. This a G5, no, this not a Challenger. Big one. I keep some members with me in the fridge. Get coke seats, they some cannibals. Eaters. They like to get geek. Drink a whole bottle, wake up and repeat. Damn. She took a look.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Prattville Lions baseball continues. Brody Jones continuing on the mound in his 2nd inning of work for the Bulldogs. And he is going to face the top of the Lions lineup as they flip it back for the 3rd time. Senior Tanner Vance at the plate. Swings through that pitch, finds himself in a 1-1 count. Vance 2 for 2 so far on the day. He's singled in the 1st and in the 2nd. Getting a look at Brody Jones for the first time here tonight. Pitch on the way, swung through by Vance. Puts him in a 1-2 count. So Vance swung on a first pitch fastball in his first at bat. Had a single through the left side of the infield. Had a nice at bat in his 2nd AB. Battled off a pitch in on his hands and flipped a single out into right field when in a 2-strike situation. See what he does here in a 1-2 count. Jones works upstairs. Evens the count at 2s. See if he uses that for a setup pitch and comes back with a breaking ball here. Fastball away would be another option. Cherry slides the outside of the plate. Pitch is on its way and actually runs in a 2-seam fastball in on the hand. So interesting catcher move to the outside of the plate, but Jones ran that pitch back in on Vance's hand, so a little bit of miscommunication there. That's going to push the count full. Jones working from the stretch, goes to the same pitch. That one's elevated, and Vance leaves it up there, and he reaches for
18,
the 3rd time in this game. Clayton Smith now will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He doubled in the 1st. He'll also get his first look at Brody Jones. Pitch is on the way. Fastball outside around the knees. Lands for a strike. Lions leading by 3 here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Vance adds a half step to his lead over there on first, and Smith gets a timeout. And Cherry wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. Third baseman toes in the grass here for the Bulldogs. Middle infield is pinched with that runner over there on first. Double play depth. Jones comes set, and then he steps off the rubber. resets from the stretch, and he's going to pick. That was one of his better moves, threw over there with a lot of velocity. But the throw was up. First baseman does a nice job keeping that one in front of him. Pitch call comes in and another pick. Another throw, it's a little bit upstairs. Jones has a good arm. He started it short in game one. Got a Vance on the move, got a throw down to second. Vance was in there well ahead of the throw. Slides in for a stolen base. So the Lions, runner in scoring position with no outs. Top of the order has consistently dinged these Opelika Bulldogs pitchers around here in game two. They've done it 2 times through the lineup, and they're doing it so far here to start off their third run through the lineup. Seeing their second pitcher in these trips. And Smith squares up to bunt. Cherry keeps that one from going to the backstop as it was over in the left-hand batter's box. And that'll move the count to 2-1. So a hitter's count now here for the senior Clayton Smith. First baseman playing in. Toes in the grass. And the Bulldogs going with that heavy shade over there on the right side of the infield. Second baseman way over in the 4-hole. They did that a lot in the first game. That pitch is right up around the letters, and this plate umpire, he's not giving that to any pitcher all night long. Smith wisely leaves that up there, pushes the count to 3-1. So Vance over there on second. Shortstop Russell Copus over there working. Third baseman's even with the bag with that runner at second. And pitches on its way. Yanked over into the left-hand side batter's box, ball 4.
Number 7, Drew Jolly.
So 2 walks to start off the top of the 4th, and Lions have runners on first and second. And Opelika wants to talk about it here. So we're going to have meetings at the mound, and we're going to have a meeting down the third baseline as the Lions threatening once again here in the top of the 4th. So while they meet, we'll just hang out because it breaks. And everybody's going to reset, and we'll get back to playing baseball. So we'll stay right here with you as everybody heads back to their positions. Quick meeting at the mound there by Coach Zach Blatt. Give his pitcher a second to catch his breath as he's walked the first 2 here in the top of the 4th. Opelika trailing by 3 here in game 2. Lions looking for a split here on the night. They dropped game 1 12-9. Pitch is on the way. Jolly squares up to bunt. First baseman crashes. That one was well in the left-hand batter's box. So count will go 1-0. Jones working from the stretch. High hand set when he comes set. It's up by his chin. Comes to the plate. Jolly pulls back because that pitch was high. Up around the letters. 2-0. Count. Pitch on the way. Upstairs. Puts the count 3-0. So Jones now really struggling here. Walked the first 2. 3 balls in a row to Jolly. And he runs that one inside and gets a strike called. Pushes the count to 3-1. So hitters count now to the senior. Chat Valley baseball signee. Pitches on the way, and Jolly hits a fly ball out into left. Left fielder on the run. Makes the catch. And the Prattville runners are going to have to hold where they're at.
Aiden Markwell.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Aiden Markwell up to the plate.
I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO.
designated hitter Aiden Markwell here in this game. He is 0 for 1 so far here in game 2. Jones comes to the plate. That one misses away. So where Irvy for the Lions has continuously worked ahead of the hitters, pretty much almost every hitter he's faced, he's worked ahead. Jones and the Bulldog starter Taylor Fields have constantly worked from behind with these Prattville hitters. They've just not been able to land early count pitches for strikes. Lions have been able to produce 4 runs out of that, and they lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. As Markwell swings through a fastball there and evens the count up at 1. So with 1 out, you're really looking for these Lions hitters to hit something over on the right side of the field and get these runners on the move. Got to pick back to second. Vance is going to slide in there safe. See if Markwell can find something he can drive over there into that 4-hole gap and potentially score a run. Pitch on its way. Upstairs and away. 2-1 count. So I know Coach Hall and this staff, they preach in these situations, hitting the ball to the right side of the field and move these runners. They work on this day in and day out in the cages. And Markwell hits a fly ball over to left field. Left fielder on the run, and that one's caught as well. So 2 fly balls to the left fielder with those runners on first and second. That's going to send the 5th hitter for the Lions to the plate this inning, junior Zach Irvy. See if he can help himself out here and find a run-producing hit with 2 outs. First pitch lands for a strike. Irvy 0 for 2 so far here in game 2 tonight. Middle infield working. Second baseman works over to the bag. He bounces back now. Jones takes a look. And that one, if it gets down, is going to be big. Oh, just goes foul. Hard hit line drive. Looked like it might stay fair for a little bit, but then it started cutting, as those balls will, as they're hit over there into right, and it got out of play. Landed about 10 feet out of play, or that would have been a likely triple for Irvy and plated 2 more runs for the Lions. Sharply hit ball. But as it is, the count goes 0-2. 2 away, Lions leading 4-1, threatening once again here in the bottom of the 4th. Looking for that just right hit. Pitch on the way from Jones, misses low. One-two count now, 2 outs. Jones taking a lot of time in between pitches. Tempo of this game's slowed quite a bit here. Couple looks back there to second. He's going to pick again. Vance slides back in there safe. So with 2 outs, it's interesting that they're throwing back there so much. They've done it a couple times. Typically in this situation, you just focus on the hitter, but Vance is on the run. Flipped line drive, though, right at the second baseman who was pinching because he was covering the bag. And with those runners at first and second, that line drive's caught, and that's going to end the threat by the Lions on the L4 putout. So Lions lead 4-1 after 4 this inning. Brought to you by Ernest & Associates and Chick-fil-A. We thank you for your sponsorship of Prattville Lions baseball. We'll be right back with the 5th inning. Lions looking for a split here in Game 2. Top 20 matchup. We'll be right back.
7, Russell Copus.
Top 5. Irby continues on the mound for the Lions. So far in his first 4 innings of work, Irby's been very efficient. Allowed 3 hits, struck out 1. No walk so far. That pitch swung on, got a ground ball to Vance. He lets it roll out, but fields it and gets the out there with the 4-3 put out. Sat back on that one a little bit, lived a little bit dangerous, but fielded it and threw it where he fielded it from. Nice low sidearm action on that throw, and beat the runner out over there at first to record the put out. So 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate for the Bulldogs. Irby would like to get 3 up, 3 down here. High fly ball out into right field. Right fielder's on the run, and that one bounces off the bottom of the fence and going to be a stand-up double for Kilcrease. Found him a fastball that he liked on the outside third of the plate and hit it hard out there to the T in the Prattville baseball sign out there in right field. So the Bulldogs in business now with a runner in scoring position. Irby done a nice job on the mound tonight. For the most part, he's been cruising. Now he faces a 9-hole hitter, left fielder Henderson. Henderson did single in his first plate appearance. He's one of the 3 hits for the Bulldogs headed into this inning. That pitch misses away. Count goes 1-1. High fly ball hit out into left field. Williams looks like he's got that one under control. Gets underneath it and makes the play. So 2 away now as the lineup flips back to the top here in the 5th. Yeah, check that. Jacob Hillier out there in left. Makes the play.
1, Taylor Fields.
So the lineup flips back to the top. Taylor Fields, who started on the mound for the Bulldogs, is now rotated over to second base. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Had a double in his last plate appearance in the 3rd. 2 outs. Pitch on its way. That one gets away from Heath, keeps it in front of him, but that's going to advance the runner over to third. So with 2 outs, Opelika threatening, trying to get one of those 3 back that they trail. 0-2 count. Irby to the plate. That one's fouled off. Big swing there by Fields. He got all of it out of that swing. That'll leave the count at 0-2. So big pitch here for Irby as he's 64 pitches in to his night. He's going to go back to the windup with that runner on third and nowhere to go. And got a ground ball. It's going to get through the hole out in the end of left field. That's going to play to run and cut the lead to 2. So a big 2-out hit there by Taylor Fields. Plates a run for the Bulldogs. And Coach Kevin Hall is going to come out and have a word with his junior pitcher here. Irby gone 4 2/3 so far. And he's going to face Brody Jones, who is 1 for 1 on the day. Jones singled in the first and walked in the 3rd inning. And it looks like Coach Hall is going to go ahead and make a pitching change here at this point. That looks like senior Grant Williams will come on here in the 5th to take over for Irby. So Irby's going to leave the game. Checking his stat line here. 5 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks, and 2 runs on the board for Opelika. So good 4 2/3 innings worth of work for Irby, and he'll turn it over to senior Grant Williams. So while Williams works through his warm-ups, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Prattville Lions baseball here in a minute.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
The folks at Jones Drug are proud to say they're a locally owned and a family-owned pharmacy, and no one cares for you more than your neighbors at Jones Drug. Buying local from Jones Drug means your money stays in your community, making local organizations even stronger.
Hey folks, this is James Jones, owner and pharmacist of Jones Drugs in Prattville, Millbrook, Greenville, Montgomery. Since 1996, the Jones family has been proud to serve the area and has always taken pride in service to our customers. Come let us show you how we can be your health partner and not just a pill store.
So Grant Williams comes on in relief. Zach Irby leaves after 4 2/3. Another good start for the junior. And the senior right-hander, Grant Williams, going to come on in relief. He's going to work from the stretch in the hard left side of the rubber with that base runner on first. And we got a pick over to first. And that's going to get away from Summerall, and the runner's going to take 2 bases and end up on third. So Brody Jones at the plate, getting his first look at senior Grant Williams. And now Opelika with a runner in scoring position. They trail by 2 with 2 outs. Pitch is on its way. Inside, fastball. Misses for ball 1. Williams working from the windup now with the runner over there at first. Breaking ball. That one misses. Count will go 2-0. Williams comes set and to the plate. Outside. Catches the outside part of the plate. About mid-thigh. 2-1 count. So hitters count now here to Jones. He's looking for a fastball he can drive. Let's see what Williams does as he comes to the plate here. Change up way out in front there by Brody Jones. That'll push the count to even. Big pitch here by Williams. Pitch is on its way. Breaking ball. Low. Pushes the count to full. So full count, runner on third, 2 outs. Lions holding on to a 2-run lead. Inside pitch, rung up, strike 3. Big sequence of pitches there by Grant Williams to get the Lions out of that jam when ends it with the strikeout to Brody Jones. And so the Lions will hold on to a 2-run lead and head into the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back with more Prattville Lions baseball. This inning being brought to you by Job Well Done and Pest Pro. We thank you for your sponsorship of Prattville Lions baseball. We'll be right back.
It's a long pass down the amazing aisles at Prattville Pickers. It's a great catch, showing thousands of incredible treasures. It's the biggest lineup of rustic wood furniture at the Depot Furniture Gallery. It's the national champion of antiques, collectibles, treasures. The Depot Furniture Gallery at Prattville Pickers. A winning combination for home, lifestyle, and recreation. Don't let the game clock run out before you make the winning catch at Prattville Pickers. Highway 82 West. Shop PrattvillePickers.com and Facebook.
It's a fantastic time to buy a zero-turn mower from Prattville Outdoors. All Gravely, Toro, and Aaron's zero-turn mowers are on sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. Buy now with no money down, no interest for 48 months, and payments start at only $66 per month. Add an Echo trimmer and blower, and payments are only $74 per month. Prattville Outdoors has the parts and service department to back up every sale. Go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com or see them at 118 Highway 82 West.
Number 9, Landon Sumrall.
On the face of my city, co-signed by Diddy. Hard liquor, I'm hotel, some biddy. Gotta do my bidding.
Bottom 5, Lions. 2-run lead here against the Opelika Bulldogs. And the Lions will send 6, 7, and 8 to the plate here in this inning. Summerall, Hicks, and Cannon. Landon Summerall, first pitch missed. He swings on the second pitch, hits a ground ball right at the shortstop. Shortstop shoots it across for the out, and I believe that's Brody Jones. He has left the mound and is now working over at short. So we'll confirm the pitcher's number here. He's a righty for Opelika. And he retires the first hitter that he faces. First pitch to hit. This is stuttered on for Hicks now for the second time. So stuttered hit in the 7 spot, was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, getting his second plate appearance of the game. Count evens up at 1. First pitch landed, first strike. Second pitch missed up. Opelika's pitcher working from the stretch. He comes to the plate. Got a real over-the-top kind of motion. Pitcher probably goes about 5'11", 210, 220. Swung on by stuttered and fouled off out of play. Counts even at 2. So it looks like Opelika's gone back to their game 1 starting defense now with Jones coming off the mound. He went back to short. Copus moved back over to 3rd, and Taylor Fields moved back over to 2nd. That pitch misses away. Count goes full to stuttered. And you've had Chris Floyd over there at first for both games for the Bulldogs. Full count to stuttered with 1 out. Pitch on its way. Fly ball hit to the left side of the infield. Copus calls it and not able to field it. So that's a really, really high fly ball. Those balls are going to have a whole lot of spin on them. Copus seemed to set his feet, looked like he was comfortable underneath it, and it's kind of like a catcher. It's why you got to get your back to the infield with all that spin, and the ball worked to Copus's left, and he wasn't able to make the play. So Lions have a base runner there with that, and that's going to send Ashton Cannon to the plate. Cannon is 0 for 1. He did walk in the 3rd, so he's 1 for 2 on base. Had a pick over there to first. Stuttered slides back in there safely. So 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Lions have a 2-run lead. They'd love to add another. They're seeing their 3rd pitcher now of this game, and it's number 5, Slade Clayton, a righty, on the mound for the Bulldogs. So Lions have had some opportunities. They jumped on Opelika early, had some other opportunities later, and so far haven't been able to take advantage of them and stretch this lead out. So while it's a 4-2 ball game, feels like it's maybe a little bit closer than it ought to be. So you'd like to see the Lions drive some more runs across here, as both teams are now into their bullpen. Another pick over there. Studdard dives back in safely, going to dust himself off, and gets the sign from Coach Hall. Tight lead by Studdard. That pitch lands for strike 3.
Number 22.
Cannon didn't offer, kind of got locked up a little bit there by that pitch. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And Williams now batting in the 9 spot. He's taken over on the mound, came in relief, got a big strikeout there in the top of the 5th inning to end an Opelika threat. And he gets his first plate appearance of the game. First pitch lands for a strike. Got a pick. Studdard keeping a pretty tight lead, so he gets back easy over there at first. And Clayton's the plate, Studdard on the run, and that throw is going to be off the mark, well to the left side of the bag. So Studdard going to slide back in there safely. Studdard did not get a very big lead there. Got a decent jump, but he was doing it from a very tight lead. A good throw there would have made that pretty close. Studdard's fast. He's a wide receiver on the football team and patrols the outfield here for the Lions, but that tight lead could have made that one closer. But again, the throw was about 2-3 feet to the left-hand side of the bag. That pitch gets away from Cherry, and Studdard's going to pick up another base. And now the Lions are in business with a runner on third. See if Williams can produce a 2-out hit here and add to the Lions' lead and give himself a little bit more comfort when he goes back to the mound in the top of the 6th. Pitch on its way. Catcher dives out into left-hand batter's box to prevent that Lions run from scoring without Lions having to produce that hit. So count is 3-1 now. Hitters count here to Williams. Clayton works inside. That one's hit straight up and out of play. Cherry ran over to the net there in front of the first base side dugout, but no play. So full count now. 2 away. Lions holding on to a 2-run lead. Would love to take advantage of that opportunity over there on third base. Studdard 90 feet away from extending the lead to 3. Ball 4.
Number 1, Tanner Vance.
That'll put the lineup back to the top. Senior Tanner Vance will get his 4th plate appearance of the game. Vance is 2 for 2 on the day. He singled in the 1st and the 2nd, and also walked in the 4th. Vance comes into this game batting .400 and a .550 on base, and a team-leading 1270 OPS, which is very strong. Again, a measure of total bases and just productivity as a hitter. First pitch looks like called a ball. Anything that's a little bit even close to the letters and really even below the letters, this plate umpire is consistently not calling. He's definitely got a lower strike zone, and he has, for the most part, maintained that all night. Second pitch on the way, swung through by Vance. That was a changeup. Count goes 1-1. Vance was out in front of that one. So runners on first and third. Lions leading by 2 with 2 outs. 1-1 count to the senior Tanner Vance as the Lions start to roll through their top of the lineup for the fourth time in this ball game. Lions looking to split. They dropped the first one 12-9. Had an opportunity to win that one late. Battled back in the seventh. Had the tie and run on first base. Bases loaded. Ended up dropping it. And now look, seeing if they can't get the split here in game two. Clayton comes set, pitches on the way. That one's going to miss outside. Push the count to 2-1. Tight lead over there on first. That pitch landed for a strike. Called strike. Evens the count at 2s. And I believe we have a runner on over there at first. We'll check the number. It may be Parker Dick. Okay, we got confirmation that's junior Parker Dick came on to run for Williams. And the count goes full now here to Vance. So another 2 out, full count situation with a Lions runner, Jack Studdard, over there 90 feet away from extending the lead. Parker Dick's on the move. That pitch, high fastball, swung through by Tanner Vance, strike 3. So the Bulldogs work out of a jam, don't give up a run, and keep the lead at 4-2, and we head into the 6th inning. This inning brought to you by Job Well Done and Pest Pro. We thank you for your sponsorship of Prattville Lions Baseball. We'll be right back.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Senior Grant Williams continuing now into his 2nd inning of work here in the top of the 6th inning, and he will face 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Bulldogs. First pitch misses away. Williams working from the windup. He's facing designated hitter Jake Smith. Smith's 3rd plate appearance of the game. And he is 0 for 2 so far on the night. He's hit ground balls to the shortstop both times that he's come to the plate. 2-0 count, 3rd pitch on the way, and he swings through an outside pitch to push the count to 2-1. Pitch on the way, that one's gonna miss low. Count goes to 3-1. Big inning here for the Bulldogs, sending 3, 4, 5 to the plate. From an offensive side, Lions would love to get through this stretch of hitters here in the 5th with no more runs on the board. Williams comes set, count is full, pitch is on the way. And that one's upstairs. And that's not been called a strike all night. Right up by the letters. And that puts a Bulldogs runner on. So leadoff runner on first. Tie and run will come to the plate as Davis Ford batting from the left-hand side, 1 of 2 lefties in this Bulldogs lineup. He's 0 for 2 so far in this game. He flew out to right and grounded out to grounded out to 3rd in the 4th. So the runner on, Jolly at third, playing up into the grass. Yeah, Irby, check that. Jolly's gone over to short now. When Williams came in, we had a lot of movement in the defense. So Irby came off the mound and he went over to third. Jolly moved over to short. You had Ashton Cannon move over to second base, and Tanner Vance went out to left. The other position stayed the same. So 0-2 count now as a pitch was fouled off by Ford, out of play over to third base side grandstand. Williams working from the stretch, works away. Not going to give Ford anything to hit there in that 0-2 count. Let's see how Williams works off of that pitch, up and away. Comes set, stays outside, works down, and Ford swings through that, strike three. That's going to send Bryce Speakman to the plate.
Number 4, Bryce Speakman.
Batting from the left-hand side. Center fielder grounded out to the second baseman in the second, and he flew out to center in the fourth. First pitch, strike on the outside of the plate. Big jump over there by Jake Smith on first. Heath behind the plate, he pops into his secondary. That pitch is on the outside. So you got a left-handed hitter kind of protecting the runner over there at first. And Smith has taken very aggressive secondary leads for sure. That pitch fouled off, out of play. That'll drop the count to 1-2. Opelika would really like to move Smith over into scoring position during this at-bat right here. Adds to his primary lead, a little farther out than he's been. That ball hit high out into left field. And Vance makes the play, working in. So 2 down now.
Number 16.
With Chris Floyd coming to the plate for the Bulldogs. He's 0 for 2 on the day as well. He flew out to second base and struck out in the fourth. Big first baseman for the Bulldogs, batting from the right-hand side. Heath bounces to the outside of the plate, and that pitch is swung through by Floyd, strike one. 3, 4, 5, and now 6 coming to the plate here in the 6th inning. Important stretch here for both teams. That one swung on and fouled off, out of play. It's going to put 2 strikes on Floyd. So important sequence of pitches here for the Lions. They can retire this hitter. They'll face the bottom of the order in the 7th when the Bulldogs come back up. That pitch misses away, counts 1-2. Middle infield pinched. Heath bounces the outside part of the plate. Runner's on the move, got a throw down. And no tag. Throw was elevated a little bit. Cannon went up to get it, not quite able to glove it, and the runner slides in there safe. So now with the count at 2-2, Opelika has a runner in scoring position. First baseman Chris Floyd is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 here in game 2, and also did not have a hit in game 1. So he's 0 for on the night and hits a fly ball out into right field, and that one's tracked down. And Lions record the out. Get out of a tough stretch of hitters there. And Lions are in a good position with a 2-run lead headed to the bottom of the 6th. When Opelika comes back up in the 7th, Lions pitchers will face 7, 8, 9 hitters. So Lions have put themselves in a very good position headed into the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll see how this one shakes out. Lions leading 4-2. We'll be right back here in a minute. This inning brought to you by PCI Technologies, and iRoof. Thank you for your support of Prattville Lions Baseball.
For well over 50 years, the River region has depended on Arrow Pest Control, which has grown to be one of the largest and most respected pest control science leaders in the area. Pest control is a science that eliminates pests that invade and potentially damage your property. They use only the top-rated pest control products, including the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System. Arrow Pest Control was built on customer service and satisfaction, and that's still #1 today. Call us, 334-365-4610, and find out about mosquito control. Arrow, your best shot for pest control.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Prattville Lions baseball continues. Lions will send their 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate here in the 6th. Lions have a 2-run lead. Looking to extend it and give their pitchers a little bit more wiggle room headed into the top of the 7th inning. First pitch misses, and Clayton Smith finds himself in a 1-0 count. Smith doubled in his first AB in the first. He's 1 for 2 so far here in game 2. He also had a walk in the 4th inning. Pitches on the way from Clayton, getting his 2nd inning of work. Lands that one for a strike, evens the count. Clayton's going to go from the stretch with no runners on. That one misses away. Hitters count now for Clayton Smith. Pitches on the way. Works inside and up. 3-1 count now to Smith. So looking for something that he can drive here. Pick your zone, see if your pitch is there, and that was Clayton's not going to give him a chance as that one was well off the plate.
Number 7.
And a leadoff walk for the Lions. That's going to be the 4th. This is the 4th inning now of the 6th that the Lions have had a leadoff base runner in this game. Been able to plate 4 runs, but 4 of 6 innings, they've started off with a leadoff base runner. And Drew Jolly comes up to bat here. Going to be his 4th plate appearance of this game. He walked in the 1st and the 2nd and flew out to left in the 4th. So he's 0 for 1 here in game 2. First pitch landed for a strike on the outside third of the plate. Puts him behind 0-1, and Clayton picks over to first base. And Smith slides back in there safely. Pitch on the way. Jolly squares up the bunt, lays down a nice bunt. Jolly with that 6.6 speed gets down to baseline in a hurry and lays a bunt down for a base hit. So caught the third baseman of the Bulldogs playing a little bit back. Laid a bunt that went about 15, 20 feet down the third base side and gets a bunt down for a hit. Lions in business now with runners on 1st and 2nd, no outs. Designated hitter Aiden Markwell will come to the plate from the right-hand side. He is 0 for 2 so far here in game 2. But Markwell has been able to maximize his plate appearances so far this season with a 929 OPS coming into tonight. And he lays down a bunt, and that one's going to go just foul. So Lions electing a small ball strategy here, and Coach Kevin Hall's looking to add that run that we were talking about. He would be perfectly happy just adding one here. Love to have more if you could get them, but adding one and getting that 3-1 run lead is going to make it awful difficult for Opelika. here in the top of the 7th. They've only got 3 outs left to give. So with 1 strike, let's see if Markwell squares up again. Cope is playing even with the bag right now at third. First baseman's up on the grass. Pitcher comes set, going to pick back there to second. And I think that he threw that one right into the back of Clayton Smith. Smith slides back in there safely. I think he wore a baseball as part of that slide. So 0-1 count, no outs. Lions leading 4-2. Runners on first and second. Junior Aiden Markwell at the plate, batting from the right-hand side. Lions looking to add to their lead. And Markwell does. He squares up to bunt again. Clayton works outside, trying to keep that bunt away from the third base side. And the Lions advance a runner over to third on that pitch. So now they got runners on the corners. Jolly's still over there on second, though. Doesn't advance on the throwdown. So that leaves the double play in order. And the pitch is on its way. That one's going to miss away. 2-1 count now to Markwell. So Jolly works off the bag, adds a half step to that primary lead over there. And he's on the run. Cherry throws down to third on a first and third play, and he throws that one out into left field. And Clayton Smith's going to plate, and Jolly's going to take another bag and end up at third base. So the Lions get that run they were looking for, go up 5-2 with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Markwell still at the plate, and now he's in a 3-1 count. He takes a look down there at Coach Kevin Hall and gets the sign. Copus and first baseman Floyd are both going to move up, toes in the grass. Actually, we got all infield in now, so all the Bulldogs infielders have toes on the grass here with that runner at third, and they trail by 3 with no outs here in the 7th. That last pitch missed away, and count goes full now to Markwell. With infield in, Lions leading by 3. Pitch on the way. Markwell swings on that outside pitch, fouls it off straight back. Pumped his fist a little bit there. You could tell he wanted that one. Got just underneath it and fouled it straight back. So count will remain full. Cherry bounces the outside of the plate, and Markwell swings through one kind of on the outside third of the plate, 10, a little bit elevated. Irving. Strike 3. And Zach Irving will come to the plate. He is 0 for 3 here in game 2. Something on the right-hand side of the field, really kind of with your infield in here, you hit something hard, you're gonna got a good shot to make something happen. 1-0 count, pitch is on the way, and Irby swings through a changeup, and that'll even the count at 1. Again, looking to hit something hard with this infield in. Unless you hit it right at him, it's going to produce a run. Pitch on the way upstairs and in. Irby leaves that one up there, and that'll push the count to 2-1. Clayton, the big righty for Opelika, comes set. Fly ball by Irby, deep to the second baseman. Because he was playing in, he had to run across the dirt. He's going to field that right on the cut of the grass and the dirt. And the F4 put out will record the second out of the inning.
Hotel, some biddy, gotta doing my bidding. You change, no kidding.
So Irby got the barrel on a pitch away and was able to hit it over to the right side of the field, but got under it and lifted it First pitch swung on there by Landon Summerall. Hits that one a long way out into center field, right out towards the Red Monster sign. But the center fielder, Speakman, for the Bulldogs, going to make that play on the run way out there in left center. And that gets Opelika out of a jam. But the Lions do add one. So they got a 3-run lead. They lead 5-2, headed into the 7th with Opelika down to their last 3 outs. We'll be right back with more Prattville Lions baseball here in a minute. This inning being brought to you by PCI Technologies and iRoof. We thank you for your sponsorship of Prattville Lions baseball. We'll be right back.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clanton Tractor.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Top of the 7th inning. Your Lions looking to close game 2 out. 3 outs away from doing so. They lead 5-2. And sophomore Mason Piper will come on to throw for the Lions. Grant Williams came on in relief for Irvy. Williams went 1 1/3, struck out 2, and walked 1. And Piper will come on to look to close the last 3 out. Piper throws from the right-hand side, hits from the left-hand side. And he's going to face 7, 8, and 9 in this Opelika order. The first of those is Russell Kopis, the third baseman. And Kopis so far in game 2 is 0 for 2. Second pitch lands for a strike to even the count against the righty Kopis. Infield remains the same, and outfield as well. Kopis got jammed a little bit there. Inside fastball by Piper. Hits that one off the handle over to Summerall. Summerall works to his right, and Piper does a nice job fielding his position, rolls over there to first base, and with the underhand lead from Summerall, Lions record the out. So 1 away.
And half price on hot food.
Opelika with two outs left to give here in the 7th. And third baseman Kilcrease going to come to the plate here. Parker Kilcrease, he is 1 for 2 on the day, had a double in his last plate appearance in the 5th. Piper's working from the windup. Second pitch of the at-bat is on the way, and that one lands for a strike to even the count. And need to check the hitter here. Actually, that's going to be Slade Clayton getting an AB here in the 8 spot. So we got a pinch hitter for the Bulldogs as another pitch lands for a strike. And Piper working ahead now. Counts 1-2 to Slade Clayton. Big right-handed hitter for the Bulldogs. Pitch is on the way. That one misses just away around the knees. That'll even the count up at 2s. Pitch on the way, swung through. Nice off-speed pitch there by Piper to record the second out. So Opelika now down to their final out of this ball game. And their 9-hole hitter will come to the plate.
Number 3, Trent Henderson.
Trent Henderson, left fielder. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He singled into third and flew out to left in the 5th. Piper continues from the windup, works inside. That one misses, ball 1. "5-2 lead. He squares up the bunt there and pulls back. That'll push the count to 2-0. Piper comes set, pitches on the way, swung through by Henderson. Two-one count with 2 outs. Lions looking for the split here. Pitch is on the way. That one's fouled off. That'll even the count up at 2s. So Opelika now potentially down to their final strike. No runners on here. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 2 top 20 teams in 7A according to Prep Baseball Report. Dueling it out here on this what's become a cold evening here at Roger Lambert Field. And the count goes full with 2 away. Good to be in the press box up here for game 2 for sure. Piper comes set, pitches on the way, fouled off. Straight back by Henderson. So he battles to stay in there at 3-2. Quality at bat now for Henderson. Let's see who wins this battle here. Opelika trailing by 3. Piper comes set, works to the plate. Line drive out into center field. Going to be, right field, short right field. And right fielder makes a really nice play on the run.
Number 1, Taylor Fields.
And he's safe. So that ball got down for a hit to put a Bulldogs runner on. So we had a sliding catch out there in right field. I thought he was able to glove it, but it on the run looks like it got away from him there right at the end, really working up. And so the Bulldogs have a runner on, and the lineup flips back to the top of the order. That's going to be Taylor Fields at the plate now. He's in a 2-0 count. And that last pitch got to the backstop, and the runner for the Bulldogs advances to second. So now the Bulldogs, with 2 outs and down to potentially what was their last strike, have a runner in scoring position, and they flip the lineup back to the top. That pitch lands for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Piper now working from the stretch with that runner on second. Got a ground ball off the handle to Cannon, and he fields it, makes the throw for the 4-3 putout. And that's ball game, folks. Your Lions win game 2, 5-2. Battle back and get the split. Had a little bit of a tough start in game 1 and kind of hung in there, scratched their way back in the game. Opelika stretched it back out. Lions came back, had a chance to win that one late, and were not able to do it. Game 2 went somewhat in the opposite direction, certainly in the first part of this ball game. Totally flipped. Zach Irby was in control of Opelika's lineup throughout really his whole start, and Opelika pitchers really struggled, faced a lot of Prattville batters, again, which was just the inverse of game 1, and both teams got into their bullpens. Lions bullpen did a really nice job with Williams and Piper coming in to close the game out and hold on to the lead. So the Lions are going to win this ball game 5-2, and they'll split with another top 20 team. And Lions will now go to Pell City this Saturday and play a doubleheader away at 3 and 5 p.m. Pell City's facilities are supposed to be very nice. So looks like we'll be playing on a very nice surface on Saturday. So come out, join the Lions if you can on the road next Saturday. If you can't, Lions varsity team will be back home next Tuesday night against Oak Mountain. So another non-area top 20 matchup for your varsity Prattville Lions. We thank you for joining us tonight. Bilzer, thank you for all your work and putting us on about 4 different platforms and giving everybody multiple ways to see us tonight. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Enjoy doing it, man.
And that's going to do it, folks, for us here tonight as the rakes come out and the field cleanup is underway. Thank you for joining us. Lions split